Hello friends, my name is Vijay from Pere. In many training programs, I've noticed one important thing. Most of the students or participants shown interest in custom visuals and asked about Python visuals in Power BI. Keeping their questions in view, I've created many projects. I'm going to explain those projects through series of videos. In this video, I'm going to explain how to create a simple pie chart using Python code in Power BI. To understand that, let us jump into Power BI Desktop.
As many of you know, Power BI is completely integrated with Python, and there is a default visualization type, Py, that means Python visual, added to the visualization pane. By just adding this chart or visualization type to the report canvas, and by adding the code in the Python script editor within Power BI, you can visualize your data and you need not open Python application separately. But you must have Python application installed in that system where you are using Power BI to have Python visuals. To explain from the beginning, let me get into a new Power BI session. There, let me take the data. So transform data, and then in the Power Query Editor, new source, and let me select the required file and let me load it. I'm not going to perform any ETL here. I'm just loading the data. So select only revenue and then OK. And let me load this to the report view, that is Home tab, and then close and apply. As I mentioned earlier, since you are dealing with Python visuals in Power BI, you must have installed Python in your system and then start the Power BI desktop. And you need to check for one setting. For that, you need to go to File, there go to Options and Settings, and then you need to go to Options. There in the global settings, you will find one option, Python scripting. And if you select that, set a Python home directory. Most of the time, automatically this directory will be set. If it is not set, you need to select the respective directory where the Python application is installed in the program files. And then you can press OK. We are not talking about the IDAs in this video because it is not relevant for us. We will be discussing about it in the later videos. Now let us understand the data. To look at the data, I need to jump into data sheet view. For that, data sheet view. And if I look at the data, this data is completely transactional by date. To create a pie chart, I need to have a summarized data. For example, revenue by city. So to achieve that, I need to create a new table using this current table. For that, go to the report view and then in the modeling tab, selecting new table, and then the name of the table is new table equal. I'm going to use summarize function, and summarize function will ask you where from you are grabbing the data. That is a fact table, that is nothing but revenue, and what columns you want. I want city because I want to see revenue by city, and then I want the column revenue summarized. So I need to give a heading revenue. Let me say rev so that you will not get confused with revenue and revenue. And then I need to give the content in that column. The row values is sum of revenue in column in the revenue table. So this will create a table, and that table will have two columns. One is city, another is revenue. Now we are going to use this table to create our pie chart using Python. The process is very simple, and the code what I'm going to write to create the visualization is also very simple. To start with, I need to go to report view. Then I need to add a Python visual. And then let me make it big. If I select the visual, you can see in the below Python script editor is popped up and there is no code because there is no data. Let me add the data. From the new table, I'm adding city and then adding revenue. In the Python script editor, the data frame is set by adding the data from city and revenue in the new table, and it is named as dataset. Now I need to use this variable for my remaining code. So I need to start the code in the very end where the green text ends. Then I need to import few libraries. I'm importing a library matplotlib and pyplot. So import matplotlib and pyplot as PLT. I'm just giving a variable. Now I need to grab the data from columns and rows using the labels. So that is numbers first. I'll just take the numbers equal data set, because that is where my data. Location is to just grab that columns and rows. And how many rows are there? If you go to the data sheet view, there are 7 rows are there. So basically in Python it starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me add the row numbers 0 to 6 and the column name is rev, and I need to convert this into a list so that I can use it into my chart. Same way, I need to get names equal data set dot location, and again these are 6 records, and then city is the column name. I can use both type of quotes. I'm just using single quote city to list. We are done with our actually coding. Now we are actually telling Python code to create the chart. For that, plt.py, and I need to give the attributes, that is numbers as it is, and the names actually are labels. So labels is the real attribute in the arguments there. Labels equal names. Now I need to tell, please show me the chart. Show. So let us see the code. Import matplotlib, pyplot as PLT, then numbers, data set, because sometimes I type data set without a, then it goes wrong. So to list, everything is fine. The column name is rev and city. Now if I run this code by pressing this run script button, the chart is created. The text size is too small, it is not visible, so I need to change the style of the text. For that, I need to import matplotlib as MB, then mb.rc params. RC params means the parameters. It will take care of the styling attributes, etc. That is font dot size equal, let me make it as some 18, and if I run the code, I can read the text properly. Without data labels or numbers, I will not be able to find what exactly is happening there. So I need to add data labels. For that, I need to create a variable. So the variable name is percentage, because I want to convert the entire revenue into 100% and distribute among the cities. The format is 0.1, that means it has to be a decimal, and the decimal will be 1 decimal, that means f is floating, and this will give me the format and the number there. And then I need to say auto PCT, that is the attribute which actually gives me the data labels, and then PCT. If I run this code, I will get the percentages within the chart. While adding the attributes to the plot pie, you must understand how I'm adding them. If you go to the documentation of Matplotlib, for that I need to jump into the website of Matplotlib, and there you can see the parameters like we have already used labels and you have already used AutoPCT. So these are the variables are predefined in that particular library. If you go through this entire document, you'll understand how to use them. Now I'm using colors. For that, let me jump into Power BI. There, I need to use 7 colors because there are 7 values. So let me create a variable called colors equal. I can simply start writing like gold and then light blue, then sky blue, then green, and then I can say light green, and then say red. There are 6, and then finally pink. And if I add that variable as an attribute, so colors equal colors, and then if I run this code, the chart colors will change. Now you can add the colors in a different way. So you can go to the website, there you can go to color picker and you can pick the colors the way you want. For example, I wanted to go to the color picker. If I wanted to add some different colors, maybe this color is good for me. So let me select this FF46. So let me go over to Power BI. For example, instead of this light green, I say hash FF6666, and then if I run the code, accordingly the color will change. You can see that the color is changed. So that way you can manage the colors also. I want this pie chart in an exploded way. So that means few slices are exploded away so that the appearance will be nice. For that, I need to use another variable, another attribute. And if I go to the Matplotlib website, it is explode. So I need to explode the pie chart. For that, another variable. So the variable name itself I give as explode and say, let me add 7 zeros so that we have 7 zeros. 0 is not exploded means. So let me explode any one, 0.2. And then this is 0.1. And if I run the code, the pie chart will be explode. Oh, sorry, I need to give the attribute here. So explode equal explode and then run the code. So the pie chart will be exploded and the slices will be out. If I would like to add a shadow to it, I can add it. For that again, let us jump into the Matplotlib website. There you have shadow attribute. It is a Boolean attribute. So either true or false. So let me jump into the Power BI and then comma shadow equal true. And if I run this code, there is a shadow added. And if you see the in a big view, it looks nice. And finally, I want to bring the numbers on the chart instead of the percentages. So initially, I have converted all the numbers into 100% and distributed that 100% among the slices. Now I need to reverse that. I need to bring back the number, and that number has to be multiplied by each percentage so that accordingly the numbers, respective numbers, will be coming on the slices. For that, I need to bring back the number. So let me get into the variable PCT. I'm going to use the same thing because I'm not going to change this AutoPCT because AutoPCT, PCT only I wanted to use. Only thing is the definition, the value will be changed here. So before that, let me bring my total value. So total equal, total is equal nothing but the total revenue. That means the variable numbers. So sum numbers divided by 100, so that I'll get my 100% converted into total value, which need to be distributed among the slices based on their percentages. For that, I need to use a function lambda. So let me remove this and then let me add lambda, and then I need to create a variable p. Then I need to give the format how the numbers should appear on the chart. So single quotes in a curly bracket, I want a single float value, and then the number should be percentage into the total, so that I will get the absolute value. So my number will be a complete absolute number. So let me run the code. I can see the number, a complete number on the chart, but complete number is again taking a lot of space. I want only millions. So simple, same way we do in Excel, etc. We need to go to the total, and there I add 1 million. And then when I convert into a million, the number will be like 695, 732 or 733, etc. I want a decimal at least. So single decimal. So instead of 0 float values, I want 1 float value. And then if I run this code, you can see that number is coming, 732.9, and now the chart is complete and it's nice.
I hope you have liked this video. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, please mention them in the comment section. And please do subscribe. Thanks for watching.